to be playing some more Danganronpa today. Today we'll actually be doing the first trial and investigation, I think it is. So, finally at the good stuff after a lot of stuff yesterday. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are y'all?
Good.
Let's see.
I don't see any.
What was that?
I'll assume I can just catch what's going on from context cues.
Yeah, basically it was just the introduction that happened.
Yeah.
Introducing the cast of 15 students, and 2 of them are now dead, and one of them, is a murderer, and you have to figure out who.
Yep.
It was the dead one. He died. I actually don't even know who died.
The one on the right on the title screen, if Luca hasn't actually gone.
I have gone past that.
Oh.
Again, I've been Overwatch, so I'm not even looking at anything.
Okay.
Now we're just investigating stuff. What was that?
Oh, just the stream chat looks different than what it was previously, so...
I have changed it to basically the pop-out version of the chat. So theoretically it should work good, I hope.
Okay.
Try and do test things there. So we'll see. There's a key on the ground, it has my name on it. So this must be my room key. If I remember correctly.
Bold assumption.
That's right, we'll have to trade keys. Yeah, it was one who died first, spoiler alert, was Sayaka. I mean, I will say too, this is completely blind, so I don't know a thing.
As it should be.
When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key in here, in my room, the entire time. Wait, if that's true, how did the killer get in the room in the first place? Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that just seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Well, someone opened the door. Just saying that there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. With how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer? Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook.
Oh god, the truth bullets, yeah.
Why this is called Danganronpa. So.
This is the replica sword I brought back.
What does that actually mean anyway?
Self-defense.
Yeah.
Is there a meaning to Danganronpa?
Yeah, I think it's literally bullet rebuttal.
Okay. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. Shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off the parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. One of the coating sticks to you if you touch it just a little bit. So clearly we should look at everyone's hands.
Safety duns. Everybody look at your pants.
Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Sayaka dirty my room. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? I mean, I guess you could have used the lint roller to remove gold stuff off of your hands. Toolkit is still in the drawer. I don't see any evidence it's been used at all. Makes sense, I guess. It's mine. Hadn't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood
What?
to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either?
What?
Not just me, nobody's busted theirs
What?
out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the Truth Bullet section.
For you, Clem, basically all the guys were given a toolkit, all the girls were given a sewing kit for tools for murder.
Sexism and murder. I see what's going on.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, Monokuma's a bit of a sexist dick, but anyway.
I mean, it's an evil teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
That bed is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Let's look at the bed. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I'm trying to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. So let's place and the sword was on. Okay. Here's the sheath. The replica sword I brought back for Earth. This is was used. Okay. Apparently the sword and sheath are almost the same text. There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. How did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. You're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it.
Unless you're using sheath in combat.
You sheath them.
So now I'm just thinking at the Ace Attorney mindset of, alright, which is gonna be the one that's got blood on it.
Heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. You could just slide off in the middle of the fight. That's why there's scratches on the sheath.
No, you gotta wear protection when using your sword. You don't want to ruin your Japanese million times folded
Scratches and
steel.
gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle?
No, their fighting style might be that thing where you constantly resheath the sword.
Yeah.
It looks like there must have been
the single stroke one. Yeah.
The mortal blow in Twilight Princess.
It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right in the other room. If only I had heard something.
wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well,
Eyebrows.
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of struggle has been added to my truth bullets. Okay.
The mortal draw, but it has a 1 in 10
my
chance. You just
buttons.
slap him with the sheath. Anyway, what does Danganronpa mean?
Bullet rebuttal, I believe.
Ah, okay,
That's
okay.
the way out. Apparently these scratches
Like-
too.
Well, Gyakuten Saibot is turnabout court or something like that.
Yeah, Rampa is like rebuttal, so...
Yeah.
Okay, I think I got everything.
Hold on.
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really.
I'm also not talking when the characters are talking too.
I'm searching.
Yep.
Search?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what
This
she's doing
was,
exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it.
If this was VLR, there would be a dirty joke right there.
But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
"Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I searched your floor from one corner to another. I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mentioned it, I know something while I was
But they were hairless.
looking around here before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without knowledge. Congratulations, we're figuring things out. In other words,
Ultimate detective.
someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or the killer? How would it have been Sayaka, the dead person?
Well, there
Wow.
was like, you know, a period between the time she went into the room and the murder happened, so...
Yes, but why would... There would still be hair and stuff, like, if she used it.
Now I realize what you're saying, but yes, anyways.
Puts on
By the way.
sunglasses.
You son of a bitch! Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll get sorted
What if
out
it
when the
was
time
you?
comes. I guess we'll check out the bathroom and then probably the trash room.
They can both be the same room if you're resourceful enough.
In this case, no.
She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't
WebMD says-
hesitate now.
I can't.
Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. I mean, there's a murder weapon right in her chest. Water for the showers gets turned off at nighttime. Okay, so it looks like there's just... Look past that, I cut the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now there's no time to think like that. Pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where did they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. So according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Wrist sure does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There's something sort of glittery on her wrist too. Right where the wrist... Repeated that. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is, there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. Palms of her hands are totally spotless. How come only her left finger? Because she wrote the message on the wall?
No. It can't be that.
It's also possible she broke her wrist in the struggle.
They wrote the killer's name in blood! I think at this point it's just a running joke in Ace Attorney that they always have to say, they wrote the killer's name in blood, even though that literally has never actually successfully happened once.
See,
Yeah, kitty. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I thought. She wrote the word namely on. It's not numbers. Well, I think we already know who the killer is.
And now you have to prove it.
It would seem.
See, I thought
Did
that
you-
looked like an N. What?
Oh, yeah, it was, her finger was on the, body, so okay, never mind. the truth bullet. Chocolate, you're not helping.
Never seen something written in
He's like,
blood
hurry
before.
up, hurry up, hurry up.
It really was her final message.
Hurry up, catch the
She
killer.
wrote it with life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an aspiring poet. The numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no possible idea what they could mean.
So,
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. She wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her. I mean, she wrote them only by turning her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? Result?
well,
Think about it. You're not going to tell me? You need
Makoto.
to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Tag message
It's
has been added.
obviously obvious that it's not obvious.
How obvious.
When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
You know how the door to your bathroom got broken. Broken? I mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck. I guess I'm not the only one, but the door... Or I guess I'm the only one. The door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. Once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullets of my handbook.
Correct.
The door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? Actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. You'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said, and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob.
The doorknob.
Metal Gear.
So then,
Metal knob.
Oh, what the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
it would
Someone must have used a
seem-
screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was obviously this was intentional. It's intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So,
My guess is they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. My bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
just a second.
Just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
The net clears it up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added. Should also look into the DVD Sayaka got. I guess now we go do investigating.
And the incinerator room.
Huh, this is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. Okay, can I enter the room now? There we go.
Chocolate.
I'm guessing the DVD is probably the only thing I need in here.
DVD? What is this antiquated technology?
Why isn't it like a Blu-ray?
Where are all the layers?
Okay, yeah, that's probably everything in here.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's the map? Okay, there we go.
Seems like
Leon.
You did get the DVD though.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I did. Unless I needed to hit it like twice or whatever. Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in Yoram. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Oh, you're the murderer.
Oh, shut up. You're the murderer.
Let's see. Where are my items?
Items, options? Maybe? Truth bullets.
Yeah. Is it not the truth bullets?
Or do you mean the presents? Yeah.
The DVD.
Truth bullets is... Oh, you just have it then, if
Okay.
you've got it from the trash.
Okay.
And you just need to go to the AV room, but I believe that's the last thing you do right before the trial, so... If I'm remembering correctly.
Well, I feel like it would want you to do, like, everything before going to the trial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're locked in until you get all your evidence and stuff, so...
Most suspicious.
I'll absolutely not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Let's go over to the trash room. How the fuck do I run? That's how I run.
Yeah. Okay.
Sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Kuma appears!
Monokuma appears. It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
Like
No,
you!
you
That's
can't
why
go
you're
any
here,
further.
Monokuma.
Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
No, you can't go any further!
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go further! No, you can't go any...
Cleaning duty has been added. Oh hey, I got a Monokuma coin. Cool. Guessing I need to find out who's on cleaning duty. Imagine there's not anything I can do in any of these bathrooms or anything.
Well, there's plenty you can do in a bathroom. Not much you should do, though.
It's a fishing.
Oh.
There's a bunch of little fish swimming around inside. Can't
Did you
imagine what
get
this has to do with the case. Got a Monokuma coin. Did I get what?
I was gonna say, did you do the search to see what items there where the clickable points were in the trash room?
Yeah, it just gave me like 2.
Okay.
I'm sure there's probably like a camera or whatever too. I can go back and check really quick. I'm still here.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, there's a little button on the gate here. Looks like some kind of switch. I wonder what it does. Gives me Monokuma coin apparently. Even here, there's a damn monitor. And the camera. Yeah. That's all I could do. Did get a Monokuma coin
Okay.
out of it though, so
Nothing from the gate, or
I couldn't get past it.
you still
Monokuma-
clicked on the gate, right?
Yes, Monokuma said you cannot go
Okay.
past this point.
Okay.
You're watching the stream.
Oof.
It's
shall
very
not
hard
pass.
because it's very it's constantly pausing and reloading and buffering. So.
That's weird. Not dropping any frames.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I can
Internet connections just be like that.
Such ignorance.
Taka's the only one who's interested in things like that. I forget who Taka is.
Seems like
How could you not remember your best friend that you just met?
Technically, that was
the
Sayaka.
the one in the white uniform, or I believe. Not yeah. Anyway,
very strange.
black spiky hair.
So, in other words,
Yeah, Taka's the nickname. I forget his actual full name.
so that's it.
If anyone could go in or out of the trash room, then destroying evidence would be easy.
Hey, listen. Hey, you bastard.
Oh,
You... Is it, like...
Now Leon's blaming
new way
Hifumi.
to think about this in a common sense kind of
My
way.
love is for Tootie.
You know what I mean.
It's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of Tootie and then turn too. I would never get tired of Tootie!
God.
After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D.
See, the thing is, this is supposed to be an exaggeration or like a funny character, but like I've seen people talk exactly like this.
The only thing 3D is
Yeah.
good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
I mean, we all have nerdy figures,
This
so...
is actually the most. This is actually the most realistic and grounded character in this game.
What?
You want to join my party? Sorry, you haven't triggered that plague yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. Actually, pretty damn relatable.
You.
Okay, now we can go explore the trash room.
His two personality traits are video games and horny.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da! Fumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate.
Mr. Naegi. Without a doubt.
Sure you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world. Something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. Burnt piece, like a hunk of burning love. Anyway, looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. It's part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now the look of it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of the evidence the killer destroyed. There are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Looks like it's being used to be some kind of glass ball. Just big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Yeah, Gazette, do you know what this is? Say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. I'm kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it, and it will show you a glimpse into the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy. I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. He should still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball. This is the incinerator. Oh, and it's on right now. The green and yellow buttons. Pretty
Yes,
simple setup.
indeed.
Press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off.
Yellow to turn it
Someone's turn the
off.
incinerator on.
What sort of yellow to turn it off? What kind of messed up nightmare world is this?
You said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes. But there can be no mistake. If they've got one thing going for me, it's my memory. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down here to check the place out. It definitely wasn't done then, and I haven't been back to the trash room since then. Since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet, someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. How is that possible? This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was last here, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Nagy? Will he be confessing soon? Everyone already knows you've had all the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies.
Comic book fantasies, video game fantasies, sexual fantasies.
This guy is like the ultimate fanfic student, but it's more accurate to say dojin, but...
Yeah.
Japanese culture, Greg.
Come on, come on.
I've got all kinds of smut, or stuff that might help cheer you up.
You heard the man.
That's everything. Camera angles are kind of weird with this. But what's that blue thing over here? Okay, there we go. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Just a coin. Okay. Oops, wrong button. Oh cool, I can strafe for absolutely no reason with the L1 and R1 buttons.
Yeah, they're just getting the mechanics tuned up in case they ever made a third-person shooter out of this series. Boy, wouldn't that be weird if they did that.
We can go into the laundry room.
They totally did that. And it was
Washing
weird.
machine. A washing machine that has nothing to do with this case. Got a coin.
More foolish words have never been said.
All of the washing machines are thing things. I guess we have to explore them all. There's the magazines laying around here and up here.
That washing machine provided some very important background exposition, thank you very much.
Hey, we got 2 coins out of the washing machine so far.
That washing machine
Are these
had a
like,
family.
are these like Professor Layton hint coins or something?
They're for gacha.
You use it for the gacha, which is items for dating in this game, or just the social links. Whatever you want to call them. There's like sort of dating sim. You just get closer to the students before they die.
And in some cases, after. I mean, what?
Okay, it doesn't seem like there's actually anything in here.
So the game encourages you to play Everyone I Love Dies.
That's that.
And in the end, all that's left are shitty. are the shitty students.
Who survived? Yeah, it's like who survives to the end. It won't be your favorites.
Okay, let's investigate everything. Okay, now we're in the kitchen. That's a new area.
Although it does, like, definitely set up the stakes of, oh, anybody can die.
Marbled meats, salted meats. Now it's no time to be thinking about food. But we got a coin for it.
There aren't really any characters that feel like they're just there to, like, just be the generic dead person. They all feel like they have the potential to be fleshed out. At least they're all equally quirky.
There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I better see if someone knows more about it.
The slap chop is gone?
How about the fact that it's in Sayaka's fucking chest? Or stomach.
Nah, that's not missing.
We know where that is.
Now, where is that saucepan?
That salt shaker looked awfully suspicious. It may have been used to hide gold dust or some shit. What were we on at the start of the case again?
Okay, so you notice one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. Knife suddenly disappearing like that. Notice that wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
To get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah, in other words, you were right here in the dining hall and someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, right? Which proves I didn't take it. I always account has been added. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not, I would never. You know, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and then one killing the other is classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea.
Like, you just know all these cases, they're just gonna be like, you get the whole, like, oh, they used the gold dust to move the laundry mechanism using the dumbwaiter from the dining room to the spoon room at 3:45 p.m., creating a reversal where you... And then they walked into the room and stabbed him.
Okay. Oh, there's some classrooms here. Guess we'll check those out too, even though there's probably nothing in them. To kill someone just to save your own life. And I've been living with someone like that, I think I might vomit. But is what Monokuma
Vomit?
said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayako? If the mastermind really was gonna get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. That's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. But besides, I already know who did it.
this is very suspicious.
After all, where was Sasai? Killed in your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all.
Where'd you get that impression?
Let's check everything in this room.
So yeah, boy, that doesn't sound like the dialogue of someone trying to frame you for murder or anything.
Oh, we already have a pretty good idea of who the murderer is.
That sounds extremely unsuspicious. Which, of course, means it sounds very suspicious.
Yeah, it's just gonna tell me there's nothing in this room, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll find out.
Unfortunately, this falls. It's like, unfortunately, this falls the first case problem of it's blindingly obvious. So.
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, need to have a tutorial case, and the others kind of rack up and change a bit of difficulty and stuff. So.
You said I should do the Sayaka video last?
I want to say it's last. Maybe you can do it now. I don't remember.
I haven't talked to
honestly,
like the person in the gym or anything yet.
So.
Second Makoto, I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it. Show whose room it is, right?
You hear
What
me?
just so happens... Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I said. Forget Beam! sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ha 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 ha.
Pocket sand.
Let's use up my coins while I'm here.
Anyways, yeah, that was Taka. But anyways,
This is also the type of game where it's like also like Professor Layton, where you just need to check everything.
Click on all the glowing spots and eventually your character will figure it out faster than you will.
Okay, let's use
we're
them.
actually all breathing in gas, which is making us hallucinate.
I said, no, which is worse, a case that the characters grasp way faster than you do, or a case that you grasp way faster than the characters?
Let's use the Monokuma coins. No, go back down. There we go.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of bad because it's like, okay, either way, it's like, what the hell are you going at? Or with us, or if you get it, it's like, oh my god, how long is this gonna drag on? And like, I want to say in the one Ace Attorney, it's like, oh my god, you have no fucking idea how carbon copies actually work, you stupid people.
God damn it, I've only got a 10% like repeat chance and it's giving me so many fucking doubles already. We got some underwear.
Some panties.
Yes.
Did you get it from the Dragon Balls?
Okay, cool. Used up my coins while I was here. Not that they're useful at the moment. It's Celeste. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree that we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay,
What if you could just do that as a conclusion? Just, I don't know!
You have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
Ugh, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? Suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. Scene of the crime, naturally. But I think the trash room is also worth looking into. Trash room is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there's only one little problem. Which is,
as for me,
that place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I'm trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf.
Wait a minute, the trash room is full of trash! Added to evidence.
Basically. I like the surveillance cameras with fucking guns on them. Yeah, that's a little
We need to
unnecessary.
get those at Walmart. Are they guns with surveillance cameras on them, or are they surveillance cameras with guns on them? This is important.
Surveillance cameras with guns.
Yeah. It's another bathroom. With
Anyways,
absolutely
BRB, I'm
nothing
gonna
to
go take my shower
investigate.
now.
No,
like
you'll gain absolutely no practical help for me because I'm just guessing what things look like.
Be right back.
Well, if you-
Using
I
my
also have no
imagination.
experience with Dangle.
Well, if you watch the stream, you can see things too, but
Well,
this one does
that'd
seem
be too.
pretty obvious overall.
I mean, it's a tutorial case, yeah.
Yeah.
It has to teach you how to use this low geek thing that I've heard so much about.
you'll still get to see just how terrible I am at Ace Attorney stuff.
It's okay, you can hide under the snazzy presentation. You probably don't have to deal with Phoenix flailing around like an idiot.
We're back in the gym, and there's what the other dead student, Junko.
Oh, just the other dead student.
Basically. Hero, snap out of it. Oh, Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah, that's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed, what the hell? I only brought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. Oops. So how did it break? It was actually just made of glass, not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So can you say without doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine. Probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I want to know. By the way, Mom was afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him.
Is that yen, though?
Probably. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. You have any idea what those numbers mean, right? Like, could they be code or something? I'm sorry now. She slowly shook her head.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Or you're just an idiot! And it's a name! Whoever's behind this must be using these cameras to observe our investigation. Okay, so...
Is it one of those things where you gotta look at it upside down and backwards and it says, like, Gregory?
I mean, it is basically upside down.
Yeah. She wrote a mysterious number. 80,085. What could it mean? It says boobs!
Empty box.
It's binary.
Should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. DVD that Sayaka threw into the garbage. Sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. Pushed it, the screen was stuck for a few seconds, but then... Image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. Standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka.
Britney Spears.
She was there along with the friends that had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision
But now she's so full of death.
My vision started to blur and darken. Then, that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Zono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Hi, Evan. Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
Yeah, let me drag you in. Hello.
Hi there.
Hello.
I just have to...
I tried pinging Mike.
Yeah, he
BRB,
went.
And I'm in Overwatch, so
Yeah, he BRB'd.
Oh god, my timing is
we
awful.
really need to give him permission to just go in here already.
I'll give him a custom rank when I redo the ranks and stuff. This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
None
None of them will ever perform on stage again.
None of them will
Right.
ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
I'm on my phone at the moment, so I can't exactly watch the stream and...
That's alright, I haven't watched a second of it.
It's okay, you can check out the VOD. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Just join me in guessing what's going on through context clues.
Without warning, the video cut off. Yes, but you're also not hearing like when the actual voice actors are doing their thing.
Yeah, so I'm just gabbing over them.
No, you've actually been pretty good. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far?
Makoto, I got bad news for you. You're a hipster and your view of popularity is skewed.
Yeah.
Sorry I had to break it to you like this. No one's ever heard
Tired
of
of waiting. What say we just get started, hmm?
God.
It's time for the long-awaited...
Just because they're on your Spotify playlist doesn't mean they're famous.
Now then,
Mhm.
allow me to appoint a
You up for
proper
trying
location
loud,
for the proceedings.
man?
Perhaps.
Son?
Monokuma's talking right now.
Please go through the red
Okay.
door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Okay. He's good.
How good is this VA? I gotta know.
He's very Zero the Third.
Is he hammy at least?
He
Which came
likes
first, actually? VLR or...
he
or the
likes
first
his
Danganronpa?
bear jokes and puns.
So
I
he
hope
can.
you're very prepared for this unbearable bear of...
I hate you.
You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to
Although
conclusions just yet. Save that
I
for
know-
the class trial.
Although
Yes.
I know the creators are actually good friends. Oh yeah, no, Danganronpa was like 2 years before VLR. So Zero the Third was probably more based on Monokuma.
There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer?
Who is
murdered Sayaka?
the killer,
Is it
Luca?
really one of us?
No,
Liam.
they just revealed it. It's John Who Is.
Who is John?
Anyone here? Okay then.
Okay, Monokuma's
That
talking.
Bastard.
Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fate will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay, I'm gonna be leaving the call so I can get on my laptop. And I swear to God, somebody better let me in when I... Family, can I count on you to let me in?
I'm in Overwatch.
Luca.
If you send me another message in the chat, I'll know that when you're ready. Because I don't see
Get it
Discord
on
messages
Twitch?
while I'm... Yeah, do it in Twitch. They won't see Discord messages.
I a ton.
Well, it's in streamer
The
mode, so
Ghost voice hunt.
I'm sorry.
seeing what everyone's saying really quick. Not reading out their little one-liners here though, because that would be kind of silly.
That's too many character voices.
Oh my god.
Right now in this room there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 characters. 13 counting the player character.
Jeez. Definitely don't get too attached to him.
Hey. Impossible. You know?
I hope the JoJo character doesn't die.
What?
Which one's that? The muscle?
The one who kind of looks a bit like Josuke.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I think I've seen that comparison get made, yeah.
Well
I know, I just remember there's some real beefy fellows. There's also the man with the very, 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 very big hair. He's popular.
I mean, after this, either everyone dies if we're wrong, which will be probably pretty hard, or the killer dies.
And then the plot just keeps going. And you just gotta focus on
Cutscene.
the bold change in direction.
The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Other than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Hello! Yes, this is completely blind. No, absolutely nothing. This is the first case. Kind of already figured out who it is because it's first case thing. But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far.
At least it's not like Ace Attorney where the first case always
Don't
just straight up
forget
tells
me.
you who did it right at the start, so you can't get it wrong.
Thank you for the follow.
At that point, the question is just how.
Yo, you finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total shit! Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! We did what he said and found our seats. I like that there's photos with the ones who are dead and X's on them. that's good detail. I can't wait until it's like all that. I like that.
I would hope that dark humor would be in this game special.
Holy crap.
Seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. But you're all standing! Literally, there's no chairs!
As our limited animation did, what could best be described as, quote unquote, sad?
Hey. I just want to say, this reminds me of Harry Potter.
So the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal.
The limited animation is pretty.
A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. I guess we'll save.
Death by chocolate.
Okay. Open e-handbook, set skills, finish preparations. Oh. Okay, I think this is just allows me to review stuff. It's not really helpful right now. Let's see.
Now, who are we defending?
Okay, so I can apparently have some skills equipped here. We'll just equip all of them because I can. At least all of the ones that I have. Trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic
we're already
explanation
okay.
of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Thanks, Monokuma.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
I do like this limited animation. Yeah.
Okay then.
Very
Everybody
distinct.
close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Gives a
Don't be a
unique flavor.
goddamn idiot.
And
Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question?
This area does seem to be voice acted, thankfully.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died.
I feel
Friendship
awful if they got left out
penetrates
just
even
because
death's
they died.
barrier.
God damn it, Monokuma.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Penetrates.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so
I am
why
back.
are there 16 seats?
We're at the
Monokuma
class
would
trial.
feel
We have the
awful if
class
that-
trial now.
Oh no!
friendship
Susan.
penetrates
It's
even
just that
death's
our little
barrier.
courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Sounds like the name of a good rock song.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble.
Friendship
Get ready to get
penetrates.
started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Now let the class trial begin. It's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure.
Everyone's lives are on the line, except the ones who are already dead.
As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. But is it really non-stop if there's a stopping point? During these
It's
discussions,
just a name.
characters will speak after another, without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded in the truth cylinder. Truth cylinder? Okay. Use left
What they call the revolver.
No, under no circumstances should you ever call it an objection.
Use the left stick to aim and then fire with the triangle button. Pay close
Our
attention
lawyers are very insistent.
to each character's statements. Use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. If you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the option buttons, you can review the controls. Okay. So I need to shoot the correct ones?
It certainly is unique. You know, good old-fashioned court
I
shoot 'em
assert that
up.
the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Shoot
You
'em
know
up.
that part already.
And the murder took place in the photo's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
Use your
the killer must
truth
have
bullets
taken her by
to blast
surprise
the
when
right
she was in the
ones.
bathroom. She didn't even have a
Not the
chance
left
to
one.
resist.
Whoops.
I whistle.
Okay.
Good luck and fun.
A lot of cat cameos in this thing.
Okay, for this first debate, we'll take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's as there are contradictions, the argument will repeat. Okay. Within a group statement, some words appear in a different color. Presents a potential hole or possible weak spot.
Wait, Clem, I have a better part. Cat
Meow.
meows? Cat meows.
Yep.
The truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots, so when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Okay. Fast forward an argument by holding the circle. Okay.
I assert that the one who was
So I only need to shoot the ones that are
know that part already.
incorrect, I'm guessing.
Took place in Makoto's room.
Yeah,
In the bathroom.
yeah, it's in the different it's in the different text, so color. So you noticed right at the end, but it's like
Yeah.
the time ran out there. So before, but yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Objection!
No,
You can't say that.
Absolutely you can't.
Just a second, Chihiro.
A possible weak
Tell him
spot.
I'm in my
Gotti.
room.
Try to remember how my room looked.
With the way things have been damaged, I think we can definitely
Got messed
assume there
up,
was
yo.
a struggle.
Yeah, room was very damaged.
Between who?
So there was a struggle.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka
This game,
wasn't
I believe
killed
it's
by
you got that
surprise in
wrong.
the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. Killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Well, there was a knife sticking in her chest.
Nah, it was Colonel Mustard
Knives
in
don't,
the
knives don't
library
kill
with a
people.
revolver.
They'll kill people.
Get your knife set.
I think Clem has just gotten banned in
Someone
my
was
eyes.
used to kill her.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Oh,
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
shit.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
No, I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
It was the kitchen knife. Gasp.
A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the
Hey,
murder weapon.
Clem.
Oh, yeah.
I just unlocked some.
guess
We
that makes
just
sense.
unlocked some
You could
quests
sort of
in
see
Monhan
weapons
that
sticking out of her stomach.
piqued my
Real
interest.
close. I could
Does
totally
he
see
pique
that
your
being a
interest?
kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a
Fuck
kitchen
you.
knife, but where does
I
that
think
get
it's
us?
actually the name
I
of a
mean, we all
quest
know
already.
Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was
They're all
the scene of
hyper
the crime.
monsters.
What
That's
proof do you need?
what I'm gonna
Hold on
say.
a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all
Why
we want.
does it
It's
have
not
a
gonna change
non-hero
that
costume?
conclusion.
I don't
think
want
that's
this.
true at all.
Because
I'm sure if we
cross
keep at it,
promotion.
something new will
Sell it
reveal
then, you
itself.
knob.
You
We believe
keep in
that.
mind there's still a lot of voice
Yeah,
acting going on.
Sorry.
She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Please give me this tutorial. You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down. So you can pay closer
Wait,
attention to
yeah,
what everyone's
which
saying.
time also?
Apparently. It'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes your focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But it will recover over
Basically,
time, so
later.
let your brain take a rest. Later,
Basically, later in the game, people just start using like there's a lot more noise. Is the best way to describe it. I think they actually use that word too, which blocks your bullets. So you have to like get like the little opening sort of in order to whip the truth bullets. So.
It is a pretty snazzy presentation.
Yes.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Hit the wrong button first.
It's been decided. We've reached the end.
Oh, let me go backwards.
Sorry.
My eardrums got
So I
blown
guess
out.
there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
They got
Where's
it
that
loaded.
gas?
That's okay, I got new ears.
You did it in secret.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night. All the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the
Those are
dining
just
hall.
the perfectly
correct?
normal thought to have while drinking all the tea.
Yeah,
Just like,
that's right.
all the knives are still there. And I,
And if any
Yeah.
people were there, did
That
you
ain't
ever see me come
suspicious
into
at
the
all.
dining hall?
I mean, in context, it makes total sense. I just think funny consensus.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while he was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Each murderer is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate. That's interesting.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone
Just
would work together.
count for nothing.
Oh my.
What if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? They convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
I'm such a nice
Because
guy.
you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Things advance further in the class trial. The Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around in the letters already known. Complete the phrase
So how
by
good are
shooting
you at
down
Wheel of Fortune?
the flying letters in the right order. Oh, fuck.
So how good are you at Wheel of Fortune?
Terrible.
The good news is, since you kind of did like medium, it's not cruel and sadistic, so...
There are too many gameplay mechanics to this dang logic game.
Good luck. Have fun.
Okay, so what was...
Hangman's Gambit. That's a thing.
Oh, okay.
Come on, give me some R's.
Now I understand.
Okay.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Oh.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why
Hey,
wasn't
Clem.
there any hair on the ground?
I'd like you to know
They
that
got rid
Kaz
of it all,
looks
of
just
course,
as gross
to
as you
remove
think it
any
does in
trace that
HD.
they had ever been there.
I don't want to think about it.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one
Too
and the
bad.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based only on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom. Right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves this is the object the killer broke. Which would be the doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true.
But what does it... In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up merely removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I must didn't notice it at first. But is that the key point there? It's a little bit to learn more about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. No matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Okay. Rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Lovely.
Now it gets a bit harder, so.
A bit harder.
The
Lovely,
incident took
cool
place in
thing.
Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom. At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walk-in bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it's stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
Monokuma, you little shit.
That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't actually know the door couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail they didn't know about the scene of the crime was that the crime took place in Makoto's room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, What the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom.
Keep using that word.
If Sayaka had been in her own room, then...
Anyone want a
And
peanut?
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Wilma, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seemed way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Well, Clem, I've encountered that. The tester that would fly 1,000 miles.
Doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. The answer is right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because...
Yeah, the stream seems a bit jittery for me too, but the voice acting is pretty good.
Let's see, I'm not sure which one...
Boy, for a first case, you got a lot of evidence.
Crap, I have no idea which one this is.
What does the switching rooms? What does the switching rooms thing information say? Or you can't?
Key was found in Makoto's room.
Oh, okay.
Key was found in the room.
Because. Because I forget the exact one, because it's like the logic is there's no way Sayaka let someone in because they both agreed to not let anyone in.
Yeah.
So,
but I get that bit, but it doesn't have anything here for that. Could it be the switching rooms? Yeah, I think that is it.
I got it! Because Sayaka was
There we go.
already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Let's see, even if I'm sure to, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Something I want to talk to you about, just those two. 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong one, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then, pay attention.
Nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto in the note. It specifically says, I see. Then they would have gone to exactly
the room.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, then who did it?
I got it!
Welcome back.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever
Also,
knew
with
about us
Makoto,
switching
you're already
rooms.
Lowenthal. I can just recognize that guy now.
I don't think so.
So the only other person besides me who even
sounds like
knows
it's
which
Kirito's
nameplate
voice actor, honestly.
is Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from
Behind the
note.
name? No, it's a.
BTVA.
Something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What? Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room.
Yeah, it is Kirito, Bryce Pappenbrook.
Oh, him.
Perhaps
Okay.
the answer to our previous question
kinda similar.
lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Sayaka's wrist is broken with the fake sword is because... let's see. Sayaka's wrist.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right where her wrist is all swollen, there's something blurry there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Are you used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Come up with the wrong combination and take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the L1 button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Okay. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Thanks! Thanks, game!
You're gonna be me. It's gonna be mean
Replica
to you,
sword
Luca.
sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong! Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you
take it out of the sheath first, right? That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to do
Okay,
something
so
important.
how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got
Sam, how
attacked
should I
with a kitchen
phrase
knife,
it
maybe
to
they'd
carry
use the
on?
sword as a defensive impulse. In
Follow
that
your heart.
situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually
No.
unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack?
I'll probably might meet up with her tomorrow so I can just convince her that.
Yeah, tell her we would be glad to have her.
Yeah. I can take
There's
care of
still
it.
voice acting going on.
I think I get it. Here's how it all played out.
What?
Well, we're trying to play a game here, and this is totally not.
Culprit came in, found the kitchen, hidden there somewhere. And they took the knife and attacked
This is
Sayaka
great
before she knew what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Body that shows she never used the sword.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
Anyway, Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because, to certain regulation, water is off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Gasp.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, The target
Dun,
had to
dun,
remove
dun.
them while still keeping the
Basically.
room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if the plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, you're saying she had this all planned out?
Ouch.
Who's doing that?
It's obviously Clemcy.
Holy shit!
There's loud noises coming from your mic.
But in the end,
I'm
her
being
plan
dead
backfired.
silent at the moment.
She launched an attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
I'll play that in costume.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well.
Yeah.
Let's review all the
That
clues
was a
we
shot.
found up to this point one more time.
Shoot!
Thanks, game.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong!
Remember, you can use the focus.
There's still
Yeah.
only one clue left. Sayaka's
I forget
dying
what button that
message.
is already.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
R1 or L1?
The
No,
dying
L1's
message.
the
She wrote
switching
something on the wall
Yeah.
behind her, remember? 1
Sure does use every shoulder button, eh?
Written in her own blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. What the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd, whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers, more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Gasp.
Critical thinking.
Brain cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's tag message reveals the real killer's name. Turn the message 180 degrees. Should become crystal clear. Now we get to select someone.
It's Waldo.
Here's my answer.
It's Waluigi because it's a gamma.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to be upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yes, I'm trying to get rid of. I think I found on the ground behind the incinerator.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Ah, so those cats have a use now.
But is one scrap of fabric to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
How it was disposed of, where it was disposed of, when it was disposed of, where?
Sword, 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 and sword. All of the above.
Shoot!
Nope, that was wrong. Okay, apparently it's how it was disposed
If
of.
you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out.
I think overall
who
I'm
the
doing pretty
killer is.
decently.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's only the
That's a
first
good point.
case too,
I
so.
know what I'm gonna say.
Don't say that.
You can't reach the
Oh
incinerator
my
without
God.
opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
The first case, I probably should actually start playing Danganronpa D3 again.
Oh shit. Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me?
The key to the trash, whoever was on cleaning.
So the only one person...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator. No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell. Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it!
Okay, I like that you can recover your, like, hearts and stuff, though.
And threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
When you get things correctly, you can, like, recover
your health.
Yeah.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Can I keep momentum going?
Hifumi the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in. Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
Got it.
All you have to do is
That's
look at the scene
that's a
to
good
know
aesthetic.
that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire.
For a
If the
game
killer
about
had
shooting
been on
people with the
cleaning
truth,
duty, the evidence would
it
have been
definitely got
taken
the
care
style
of much
nailed
more
down.
thoroughly.
Yeah.
Wait, no, just hold on.
You can tell he's having his, Phoenix Wright style breakdown.
But the distance from the gate to
Oh,
the
you're not there
incinerator
yet.
has to be at least
Well, he's about to.
30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Did someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible! Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon? Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and view the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this? Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing arguments about would you like to hear more? God damn it. Every case has one last element to bring the trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of the events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. If you take aim at a missing section and press the X button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. God, there's a lot to fucking remember in this.
This game is just throwing every idea at the wall and seeing what sticks. It's like, you know what an Ace Attorney case needed? About like 50 mini games going on.
Wait.
I mean, at least they all tie into the actual mechanics and aren't just thrown in there, but...
Alrighty.
And just, you know, remember it's like manga panels, so...
Yeah.
So it starts from right to left, so...
Yeah.
Climax and
yeah.
Okay.
That seems a bit better, huh?
I don't know if you figured out due to the delay, but you put the one where he blocks the attack in the wrong one. So I think.
Well,
Or-
Okay, there's more here. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this one probably goes there.
And there is a few false ones in there, so...
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
I feel like that one probably goes there. This is... Like so. That makes sense, I think. Thankfully, there's a lot of time on this.
Yeah.
Here's dropping it.
No, she already dropped it in the previous panel, so...
Alright. Well, crap. It's alright then. That's right. Put the one with the sword there.
Is that all the things? Or...
I'm still going through pages.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all of them. Except for the knife falling one. Which I think this is correct.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room.
I like the art style here.
Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
The game's art style in general is really cool.
She attacked them with a knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
I love what they do at the end of this
But then something happened that she
manga
wasn't
comic book segment. So
They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
I like that the main theme is playing here too.
And with that, all her
Oh
strength was
snap,
gone.
I'm gonna be jumping into another chat soon.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
When will you be joining
First,
me?
they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Okay.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Is this the breakdown now?
Yeah. Simply forgot
Oh
his crystal
goody.
ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you
I
thought
know
of a
these
way
get
to
some
take care of
fun
everything.
scenes.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object, I object, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of
You
stupid
wanna know
theories.
something how I knew that there was the ultimate baseball star?
Without evidence, it's
He
all
had a
bullshit.
goatee.
It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then,
That's not evidence of playing baseball.
No, but it's evidence that he's evil.
Possession of that evidence?
First bullet time battle is about to begin. There's more?
How many gameplay
Yes, there's
mechanics can it have?
Oh, we can have plenty.
Sometimes during class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka BTB BTW. During the bullet time battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh god.
Oh, joy!
At your button
Hopefully it's
presses with the
merciful.
tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Push the X button to lock
This game had a
on.
lot of. This game had a lot of ideas.
Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches the center, so you have to hit X and then triangle. Okay.
Good luck, Luca.
Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. God.
I think what the game's going for is it's like trying to capture like the feel or like the mood of like an intense argument, like the gears back and forth, like pew pew pew. So it's just like representing it
The
as
screws from the doorknob. They didn't use anything to get
very
them to do
most
it.
straightforwardly
Instead, they must have used something that
metaphorical.
belonged to them.
I don't know.
I refuse to acknowledge.
It's trying to
it.
capture the
You're
feel.
stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
It's just like always wants you to feel like you're in a life or death duel. Because you are.
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
I do love how the camera
Not a
is
chance.
dynamic though.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, it's fun with it.
Stupid.
Can't do that on the Game Boy Advance.
Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? This should prove it.
Okay. That was different. Wasn't that bad.
The screws
Like
on
it
the
wouldn't throw you
bathroom
into like
doorknob
an
were
actual
removed.
hardcore rhythm game. Get inside
Yeah.
of
I wonder
this.
what kind of tool the killer
It's not
used to
near.
remove
Yeah.
them.
Or Drakengard.
Yeah, it's not Drakengard 3.
Or 1 was also apparently. Just because it was completely out of nowhere, but
And very punishing. And has notes even after it fades to black. Not even Rhythm Heaven did that.
it at least had the decency to fade back into the color.
Exactly. Drakengard makes you keep hitting notes while the characters are
Only
talking.
the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay.
Zero? Yes, Mikhail?
What did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
I like that all he's saying is
Do you mind
stupid.
showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then
Don't
the
I like
screwdriver will
to
show
put
some
Drakengard
evidence
and
of being
Danganronpa
used.
into the genre of who keeps letting them get away with this.
God.
Like somebody just walked in and slammed his head on the table. It was like, what if they shot each other with music to debate the truth? And people were like, yeah, sure, man, let's do it.
Good breakdown.
I'm sure it was like, at least with Danganronpa, it was like,
So,
we need to have
Then it would
Phoenix
seem
Wright on
we
the
are finished
PSP
here.
or whatever, but Capcom's not doing it, so yeah.
But with actual gameplay. What sort of gameplay? Everything. No,
I got
okay.
934 points. I don't know what that means.
The design doc for this game was he just gave a bunch of people a sheet of paper and then made them write down, how does court make you feel? And then no matter what anyone wrote down, they just turned it into a game mechanic.
I didn't realize there's court results with, like... What the hell is technique, though?
I have no idea.
Eloquence?
I mean,
Probably
some of
not
these-
missing usually.
I assume it's
Probably
like
getting it like first try, too.
I want to say it's like the first 2 times you're not docked any points, so it's like the first time it's like, okay, they expect you to go through the full statement like Phoenix Wright, but second time. So.
I mean, I got an A rank.
Yeah.
I think the total is 1,000 points for the whole thing.
Okay.
Oh, shit, we got 75
no
medals
idea.
there.
Lots of gacha ahead.
Trophy
it's
earned.
like,
It's a
that's how you
mistrial.
get
Trophy earned.
That's how
Not
you
from
get to, like,
concentrate.
909.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay.
Punishes you if you don't vote.
Get excited! Who will be chosen as the second? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Monokuma vote. Looks like you got it right on the money. Black, and in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawata.
I like this Monokuma wearing a suit. Slot machine.
Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why.
So that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different.
None of you are any different. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There's complete chance that I wound up like this. I was just unlucky, that's all.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But, even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even if I couldn't handle what I saw in there, if I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped in here with no way out. You're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream, I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. That's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, will you always be there for me? I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but on the inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. What?
Get real nice and comfortable with that word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but
That's enough.
that's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
Kyoko's drunk.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then,
Kyoko's fun.
since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, Blackened Leon Kawata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Oh, here we go.
Ah, glorious death scene.
Yep. See? Yep.
Wait a second.
Oh, joy.
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her, am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
Stop it! I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say that Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Swa? If it weren't for you, none of this would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Let's play baseball.
No more begging, no
It's
more
a
excuses.
baseball.
You must pay for the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then,
God.
I've prepared a very special punishment.
No.
If you're ready for a bunch of high schoolers and rude murder machines.
Everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No.
It's punishment time. Oh boy. This is a... Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment.
How badly can one man play baseball? Let's find out.
I do love the little sprites.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. I like that he makes them all watch too.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course.
Jeez.
Yeah, these scenes are fun. And where they make the limited animation really really work.
$1,000 blows.
Well, he dead.
Oh, so here's a fun fact, because I was looking just to check which characters you were talking about, because I have a vague idea of who some of the characters are. And apparently, while they were designing this game, they basically used Leon and Sayaka's character designs as like sort of the default that they based the other character designs around. Like they basically, you know, kept using them as the reference to check back while designing the other characters. And because they got so tired of looking at them because of that, they decided that they should be the first two to die. That was literally just out of spite because they looked at them too long.
That's hilarious. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
And my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
Don't worry, I'm sure that'll be the last of the despair.
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
I just can't fucking take it.
Hey, if you
The
don't
entire
like
game
it,
is just Advent Children Sephiroth's saying, shall I give you this pair?
all you had to do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't even make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
I'll think you'd say that's a pretty good line.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Kinky? You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? If you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Ugh, sorry. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we get to live here forever? What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Kills!
Wait, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone's waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Clearly, this is a game show being broadcast to the elite. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like I was such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you, that's a fact you can never change. But till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision, that's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was of how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who'd killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends Sayaka and Leon and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Me and Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. Fuck. That's what Sayaka always said to him. Surviving students, 12. Oh, and the ones who are dead turn black. To be continued.
To be continued.
You received the Despair Badass present. Trophy earned. 1 is the loneliest number.
Oh, did they change the names of the trophies then?
I don't know.
A second? Because I want to say, like, I thought it was like I'm Psychic was the trophy in the Vita version, so... Let me double check that.
Let's see, how long have we been going? Doesn't actually tell me.
Let's see, video.
What's my command? I think that's exclamation.
2 hours, 35 minutes, and 35 seconds so far. For that, so.
Okay. Well, I do think we did. Music's now ominous. Makoto has nothing to say to any of these things that I'm inspecting. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything here to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late. Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag your ass back here. Sorry. So what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? I like that the biker gang leader is the one who says something like that. My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
Must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying in there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt too much. Plus, I've decided I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel any better? Huh? We were already working together and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have a reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
Mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. The cherry on top is the execution we just witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of risk.
So then...
And what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No what? I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
Because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. But if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, not Sayaka. The Mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. Can't even imagine what would have happened if we'd refused. In the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the Mastermind. Looks like it's the nighttime announcement.
This is a school announcement.
Okay, I've kept my hunting party waiting too long, so I'm gonna drop.
Overwatch is done, so I can move over. I mean, if the chapter here is done, then
Yeah, I'm gonna be ending it
I
shortly.
believe it's done.
yeah,
It is.
Alright.
And one other thing.
Later.
It was totally obvious
Later.
before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did.
People trying to make themselves
Guess
feel
I'll-
better?
See you.
Guess
see
I'll
you,
move
see
in
you.
there as
That's
well.
about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now, pay
Well, this will
attention
be.
and remember
I'll probably be
well.
ending it after Monokuma's done
The burden
talking.
of judging others
Yeah.
is a heavy one to bear. So be well aware of your actions.
First option I get
Order
to
and
save now.
stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Well, what was that just now? Was he saying it was our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man. That piece of shit, who does he think he is? Okay. So the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Chapter 2. Boy's Life of Despair.
Hashtag relatable.
Woke up the next day to Monokuma's morning announcement, and he all called us to the gym. What's he gonna do this time? We practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. Can I pause yet? Haha, we can save from here. Cool. You know, I think we'll find out what's going on in the gym next time, though. I think this is a pretty good place to end it. And I'm going to have to try to remember how to do all of this next time. I really figure now that we've had all the characters introduced, things will probably progress a lot faster.
Yeah, a bit.
So
it's like the intro does take a while, and then it's like there's a few of the times where it's like, okay, quickly going through some of the free time and getting closer to a few people, then the motive is introduced or whatever, then the bodies drop, and then
Okay.
So
well, we'll be continuing that then. Not quite sure when we'll do the next one. Probably still gonna keep trying to do streams on Friday for sure. So, the very latest then. Might mix it up with some other game at some point too. Haven't decided just yet. But
I'm sure we're due for a Splatfest soon, so.
Well, we just had one last month.
Well,
so this one's probably going to be the first paid one.
Or last free one.
Possibly. But we will see y'all then. Thank y'all for joining me, and have a good night.
Good night.
Later.
If it will let me end the stream. XSplit, why are you freezing? Okay, have a good night, everyone.